All right, we got to talk about the big summit. We've got President Trump, the North Korean leader, meeting in Singapore. And look, this is important stuff, and I really think the media is being too hard on Trump. Trump is not that hard to figure out. He talks real mean in the sense that he wants to cut a deal. And I just think we need to all shut up and let it play out, because the alternative is pretty ugly.
You know, I don't think North Korea decided to sit down with Donald Trump because he talks strong or says some very insightful rhetoric out of his mouth about what he would do to North Korea if a conflict took place between the U.S. and North Korea. I believe he sat down because it takes a madman to recognize another madman.
And that's fine.
Just like when I would hear growing up, it takes a gangster to recognize another gangster.
Yeah.
The North Korean leader recognized that Trump was just as crazy, if not more crazier than him. And so that's when he acquiesced. And he sent the letter saying, let's meet, let's dialogue. He played the game with President Obama, George Bush Jr., Clinton, Bush Sr. But that man, the North Korean leadership, finally has recognized they got a fool in the White House that will push his big button.
Okay, a fool or a genius, and I say that not to blow smoke up Donald Trump's skirt. I say that because maybe it actually is the smarter play to make the guy think you're just crazy enough to blow them off the map. The part of the problem with Obama is that everybody knew Obama wouldn't do anything. That's why Russia invaded Crimea. Things happen when they perceive you. You know that, Quanell. When people perceive you as being weak, they walk all over you.
Everybody knew that President Obama wanted to change the global view of America and take America's reputation and make it better than what it was when he inherited after what George Bush Jr. did. He inherited the presidency after George Bush Jr., recognizing that America had invaded a whole other country called and named Iraq under a lie and under false pretenses of weapons of mass destruction, and they didn't even have a damn aerosol can. So he had to do things different because of what he inherited.
Same thing as the G7. Look, the Prime Minister of Canada, Trudeau, he got slapped down by Trump. Look, we have been played in this world for a long time on trade deals. And I'm not some economist. I probably made an F in economy when I was in college. But I will tell you one thing. It's time for us to stand up for ourselves. There's nothing wrong with America first. But there's nothing wrong with it at all.
Let me say this. Many of these countries are prepared to go through a trade war with America because they don't want to give up breastfeeding from that big economic tit that's been feeding them and starving this nation. And so I have to say this, we need better trade deals that makes more Americans economically benefactors of trade in this country, because right now American workers losing.